Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to have the opportunity to speak to you today and give you some insights on what drives the UAE, a leading hydrocarbon producer and exporter, to build an economy based on clean energy, knowledge, and partnerships. We are a relatively young nation, built and guided by a visionary leadership that has always set its sights on its future. So it comes as no surprise that we choose not to hold on to traditional ways, but tap into new opportunities to ensure growth and prosperity for us and our future generations. Last month, the UAE launched the Net Zero by 2050 strategic initiative, a national drive that entails a whole-of-country implementation approach, bringing on board government agencies, companies, and civil society to achieve net zero by mid-century. The announcement has underpinned our commitment as a first mover in the region for climate action. Since then, Saudi Arabia and Bahrain took on a similar path with a net zero strategy by 2060. We believe that our Net Zero by 2050 strategic initiative is the natural next step in our growth trajectory that directly aligns with our development vision for the next 50 years, which seeks to create new knowledge, new industries, new skills, and new jobs. A clean energy transition is the cornerstone of the global pathway to net zero. We are building on a 15-year track record of upscaling our renewable capacity. Leveraging our natural and technological advantages, we have increased our renewables capacity to 2,400 megawatts today and have put it on track to reach 8,500 megawatts by 2030. We are thankful for the abundant natural resources we have. We have the sun, we have the sea, and we have space. And we have ambitious, determined people who want to build a cleaner and better world. As a result, the UAE is home to 3 of the largest in capacity and lowest in cost solar parks in the world. The first country in the region to deploy industrial-scale carbon capture technology, and the first to use zero-emission nuclear energy, and also a pioneer in new carbon-free energy resources such as clean hydrogen. Just this morning, we announced the UAE Hydrogen Leadership Roadmap, building on our knowledge in the clean energy industry to position ourselves as a major hydrogen exporter in the next decades. The roadmap sets the framework on which we can align our efforts, build new policies and governance, and increase the private sector's participation in the hydrogen sector. With a strong belief that becoming climate neutral will bring us significant gains, we have committed to investing $163 billion in renewable energy projects by 2050. While investing in the future, we are also pragmatic about the present, because even in the swiftest energy transition scenario, the world will still need oil and gas for several decades. Therefore, it is vital to produce low-carbon oil, and by virtue of geology and design, the UAE's hydrocarbons are already among the least carbon-intensive in the world. But we are not stopping there. As responsible global citizens, we are taking it even further. Just last week, our national oil and gas company ADNOC announced that as of 1st of January 2022, they will be the first oil and gas company in the world to completely decarbonize their electric grid using nuclear and solar energy. In other words, they will operate completely on clean and renewable energy. Ladies and gentlemen, in taking the steps we have taken, it is also our duty, again, as global responsible citizens, to help and support other nations in this transition that we must all face. And therefore, for many years, we have incorporated renewable energy in our humanitarian work to support developing countries in deploying sustainable energy and help achieve SDG 7. Yesterday, we committed an additional $400 million in the Energy Transition Accelerator Financing Platform, known as ETAF, an initiative that we launched with IRENA to mobilize $1 billion in renewable energy financing for developing countries by 2030. We invite countries and funds to help step up and help ETAF achieve its mission. As global average temperatures have already risen by 1.1 degrees Celsius since pre-industrial times, let's join forces to ensure a sustainable energy system is in place to meet the Paris Agreement goals. Thank you very much.